so good, you know. Sorry, Boosie. He's so preoccupied.
Yeah, he is. Very
It's
much so.
almost like thou doth protest too much, little Booze.
I'm gonna look.
You got a lot of dick on your mind.
I mean, it's
Throw
like
that out there.
It's like Zaya and Lil Nas X live in his head.
For free, rent free.
Like what?
It's like, sir, something you want to just go ahead and tell us. This is a safe space.
No, for real.
We should be your sanctuary.
Perhaps that safe space was not provided for him.
I don't.
Why didn't Dwyane Wade respond to Boosie? Why was it Gabrielle Union, the woman, responding to Boosie, who's a man, instead of it being Dwyane Wade, a man, responding to another man who's had a lot to say about that family? We see who's wearing the pants in that family, and we're going to get into that and break that down, and it ain't going to look good for Dwyane Wade. But before we get into that, we got to look at what she said, because what she did was a typical part of the playbook. One, she teamed up with Jemele Hill, who's a known black male misandrist. That's the opposite of the word misogynist, for those that don't know. And that's the typical playbook. Any black man who has criticism of anything that a black woman is doing, she immediately pulls out the gay card and tries to call him that. Now, Boosie responded, and some of you may have seen the response. I'm going to put it on the screen. It says, LOL, the whole world know I love women in the world. Know your husband loves blank. I hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple. They don't. I had refused to talk about y'all in interviews. That's actually important, because he did have a lot to say about them, but people are constantly asking him, and he pulls back when it comes time to when they try to prompt him to get a soundbite on the Wade family. He said he pulls back on it. I respect that. I give him a point for that one. I had refused to talk about y'all in interviews, and here you go. Go bang him with that blank. He's saying that she's in the masculine position during their bedroom time, if you didn't really catch what was going on there. He says, and wait on a script, you little white girl. All right, so that's what that was. That was his response to that. But Gabrielle Union is trying to talk about him saying the things that he's been saying as if he's harassing them. And it's not really harassment. He's more or less just speaking up for what he believes in. And her family essentially became the poster child of something that he doesn't believe in. But he has right to speak for what he believes in. If he doesn't like the way that the culture is going and boys being put in dresses and everybody's okay with it, he could speak out against it, just like how gay people spoke out against the things that they believed in, or spoke up for things that they believed in against things that they didn't believe in. And they have essentially, in my opinion, won that battle all the way to the point to where there's transition closets in the elementary school and trans story time for children. Look it up. So it's not so much harassment, but more so a culture war where half of Black America, or a good percentage of Black America, are okay with the normalizing of the things that the Wade family stand for, and the other side are against it. And both sides have fought and slung mud. So she can't really exactly, claim to be the victim. And like I said, teaming up with Jemele Hill, a known misandrist, to try to take shots at Boosie and call him gay, that does not reek of somebody who's saying that, hey, I'm just me and my family, we're just trying to live our life, leave us alone. That doesn't reek of that. So you're on the battlefield too at this point. And nothing shows more that house is out of order, that she's the one taking the lead, beating her chest and grabbing her testicles and challenging a man, or going at a man, where it really should have been Dwyane Wade. If Boosie actually said that he refused to talk about them in interviews, there's a part of him that doesn't want to talk about it anymore. I think a conversation between Dwyane Wade, two black male celebrities, could have had a talk like, hey, I understand what you stand for. You stand for this, I stand for this. You're over there, I'm over here, but lay off my family. I think that Boosie would have man-to-man respected that, and it would have been over with. It would have been settled behind the scenes between two men. or D Wade could have did the modern, more petty thing. And I think it's petty when people take it to social media and respond to somebody, but the person did initially respond on social media, so you clap back on social media. But either way it go, I think it makes sense if it's the man doing it, but nothing shows more so that house is completely out of order and flipped upside down, where the woman is taking the lead and challenging and responding to men. The man is in the background, the son is in the dress, and everything just looks all flipped around and out of order. And that just looks more bad on Dwyane Wade, that his woman had to step up and challenge and say something to Boosie, whereas he wouldn't. But whereas there were alleged rumors, and some of the words that have came directly out of Gabrielle Union's mouth helped start those rumors, but there were alleged rumors that they be doing butt stuff in the bedroom, and I'm not talking about her butt. So she's probably in the man role completely over there. That we don't know for a fact, but it's kind of floating out there. And then when we see stuff like this, when we see somebody like Dwyane Wade, who was raised by his father, a masculine man who raised 5 sons, for him to be in this situation and just seeming kind of passive in what's going on with his own son, it does seem like Gabrielle Union is running that household from top down to the bottom. No pun intended. No pun intended there. But anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And with that said, I'm out of here. Peace.